Lieutenant Chris Olivarez with the Texas Department of Public Safety joining us now. Lieutenant, just basically tell it plain. How dangerous is it for Americans to travel to Mexico?
Well, Adrienne, it's very dangerous. And our stance as a state has always been to avoid traveling to Mexico. We talked about that during spring break when we saw the incident in Matamoros with the 4 Americans that were shot and kidnapped. Doesn't matter what area, what resorts. I mean, of course, as Ali mentioned, we've all gone to Mexico. I used to go years, before the cartel violence, but right now it's just not safe. And it doesn't mean that the cartels are going to target Americans specifically, but the fact that you have these gun battles in broad daylight, anyone can become a victim, and it just shows that how depraved these cartels are. That they don't care if it's families, if it's children. They're going to carry out these ruthless, tactics of murder in broad daylight. So that's what makes it so dangerous, especially in these resorts, that there is violence anywhere you go in Mexico.
But what do you tell people who are not familiar with Guanajuato and they think, well, it's not Cancun, it's not Puerto Vallarta, it's not the Riviera Maya. I'll be good. What would you say to them?
Me personally, I always tell people that I know, don't go to Mexico. Doesn't matter where you're going. If you're going to want to go on vacation, I strongly urge not to go, just because of the fact that it's unknown. You don't know what you're going to encounter. And as I mentioned, you may not be targeted specifically, but the fact that a gun battle can erupt anywhere at a nice luxury resort, and unfortunately, you could become a victim of that. So that's why I urge friends that I know, people that I know, not just from a law enforcement perspective, but from a personal perspective, not to go into Mexico because it's too dangerous.
Is there anything the Mexican government is doing to actually help in this situation?
I don't believe so. The thing is, too, that unfortunately there's a lot of corruption in Mexico, and the cartels, especially certain cartels, have a heavy influence on those, officials, especially with the Jalisco New Generation cartel, the Sinaloa cartel. And that's what happened in this particular case. You have a cartel that occupies Guanajuato, and of course, their main focus is, extortion, kidnapping, theft of cargo, and so forth. So you have other cartels that are trying to encroach that area because, again, for those lucrative businesses, and trying to take over those as far as, extortions and kidnapping. So that's why you have these gun battles that take place in some of these cities or some of these resorts. And that's why it makes it so dangerous, because you just don't know what you're going to encounter. But I think the Mexican government needs to do more. They need to focus more on these organizations to really go after them and use all the authority they have to go after these organizations to try to put a stop to all this violence.
Well, they're certainly not calming down. It seems like it's ratcheting up. Lieutenant Chris Olivarez, thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.